So bear with me, okay? This vlog will be a whole lot of explanations and a whole lot of sharing. Oh, now I remember where is the other medication. Let me just get that. Very small pieces. We're gonna put it in her wet food. It might cause darling, you know, to suffer some liver or kidney problems, just in case if darling is already facing those things. Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome to another vlog. So I'm currently not in my room right now, but I have something to share with all of you, and as you have seen on the title, it's about my cat. So yeah, let's get on with today's vlog. So the other day I posted up on my IG stories that we actually brought that into the medical care, to the vet, and you know, a lot of you are curious about what happened to darling. So bear with me, okay? This vlog will be a whole lot of explanations and a whole lot of sharing. It actually happened back a few months ago when we actually brought darling to the groomers. One of the things that the groomers were worried about was that they actually saw these patches on darling. And that patches is not so serious, like it's not bleeding or it's not wounds or anything, but those patches really is showing this darling's skin. Usually the coat of fur that would shed out of their skin or out of them will be the top coat, but not the coat directly from the skin. And they suggested us to actually go to the vet because it is not something normal that they would see. Of course, we got worried, and we actually booked an appointment for darling. When we visited the vet for darling's appointment, of course there were tons of questions, and we tried to clarify certain things. We tried to share some of our experiences with darling. A few things are happening, but for the most of it, it's that darling is actually going through some skin conditions. But the thing is that darling is a house cat, and she has never gone out of the house. Okay, if she ever did, was maybe, you know, sometimes we forget to close the gate, and then, you know, she's just curious, wanting to find out what the world outside is like, and the next thing is that she'll just run back inside. The second most time that she is out most probably is for her grooming, and she will meet other cats over there. That is actually one of the factors whereby a cat or a house cat who is not always outside might, you know, get caught on with these skin conditions or the skin situations because of those interactions. Okay, so what more if the cat is occasionally or most of the time outside? That happened, so she has this skin condition. But apart from that, we also decided to get darling to go for a blood test, because she will be given, or she was given, this oral tablet that is supposed to help her with her skin and stuff like that. But one of the worries of the vet was that it might cause darling, you know, to suffer some liver or kidney problems, just in case if darling is already facing those things. So the blood test was for that, and alhamdulillah the results is good, which was one of the initial worries, because particularly we are worried that, you know, she might suffer something internally and that she's in pain and all of that. But alhamdulillah, the vet was telling us that cats of 7 years of age onwards, they are actually prone to kidney failure, liver failure, internal infection and all of that. So something for us to actually monitor darling for the next 4 to 5 weeks before we meet the vet for the next appointment. Part of the worries would be she might develop some allergies, but we have not yet gotten her for the allergy test because a lot was going on during the very first visit the other day. So, you know, that will be addressed insyaAllah in the next vet appointment. You know, like all pet owners, like all cat owners, we hope for her to get better in the process or towards the end of the process, insyaAllah. Yep, that's a bit about darling. I think I'm gonna show y'all some of her medications, how I have been applying them, if, you know, it would benefit you to get some tips from me, from the little experience that I have. Thank you for hearing, thank you for, you know, sitting down and listening to my rambles and my sharings about this experience. I thought that vlogging this would be nice so that all of you are in the loop as well. It's nice to actually, you know, sit down and have a chat with all of you. So yep, let's get on to her medications, okay? I'm in the kitchen right now to share with you some of darling's medication. So I think she has 5 in total. So the first thing would be this, the Revolution Parasite for cats for at least 8 weeks old. So what you do is you just take this out of it, okay, and then you break the seal. After you've broken the seal, you can squeeze the tube on her skin, and it should absorb like about in the period of 2 hours, and then yeah, you're good to go. So it's best to squeeze it on her skin at the area that is unreachable so that she won't lick it off during the process. So the second one is the tablets. She's supposed to consume orally for the next 5 weeks, insyaAllah. This is for antifungal, and so far she has been consuming it basically through her dinner. Darling, let's have dinner. You want dinner? Darling? Dinner tak? Jom, let's go. Let's go, honey. Let's go. Okay, so as I mentioned, currently we have her wet food. So what's going to happen is that we're going to cut her medications into very, very small pieces. We're gonna put it in her wet food, okay? But you know, basically the trick is you have to ensure that it is bite-sized, so that whenever she takes a piece of her food or takes a piece of the dinner, right, the medications will also go in together with that. So we are done with all of the things. So here's what we got. Okay, we have gotten 5 bite-sized dinners for Darlie. Okay, so apparently there are days where she doesn't have the mood to go to the dinner, so we need to bring the dinner to her. But as you can see, she'll consume the entire thing because it's bite-sized. And the next one will be this antiseptic solution. Swab affected areas with solution twice daily, once in the morning and once at night. I will get those like cotton swabs, just put it on it, and then I will just swab it on her skin. So I'll just, you know, look out for those patches or those spots that she has, and then I will just swab it a few times just to kill all the bacteria and all of the things that is basically hurting her skin. It's not as bad because it doesn't hurt her when I would apply those swabs. So most of the time she just, you know, just chill. Finding the right time to actually swab her is equally important as well, because you don't want to be swabbing a cat when the cat is trying to take a bath. You don't want to be swabbing a cat when the cat is hungry. You don't want to be swabbing the cat when the cat wants to play. And last but not least would be this Zimox enzyme, a liquid solution thing that is supposed to relieve itching due to minor irritation and inflammation. So she actually has inflammation and infection in her ears, like not on the outer but somewhere very, very deep down in her ears. Just put a few drops in her ear and then massage the bases of her ear, all of the excess that are supposed to come out due to the steroids that are inside here. I'm supposed to just clean it or dab it away. What happens when a cat is going through that kind of itch, right? They are not able to scratch their inner ear, so what happens is that they will scratch all over their ears unnecessarily just because it's itching or it's hurting inside. Oh, now I remember where is the other medication. Let me just get that. So the reason I forgot that there is another one because I placed it in the toilet. So basically this is the Vetasol shampoo, 250 milliliters. Okay, I can't really show you the full thing, but yeah, I could show you that portion. Kefentazole, so it's supposed to be antibacterial, antifungal, anti-yeast, non-drying, and eliminates odors. So basically we would need to bathe darling once a week, and that for once a week we will have to use this shampoo to actually help her with her skin condition. We are supposed to actually leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes before rinsing, so that the solution or the medication that is in this shampoo would absorb into her skin and actually help to fight all of the things that is disturbing her skin. Basically, it's a challenge, you know, to be quick, because she doesn't like water, but at the same time to give some time for this solution to actually seep into her skin. But one of the tips, if I could share, if you have a cat who is scared of water, is to actually hug them when you're actually bathing them. So technically you have to get wet as well. So what I do is that I would like really hug darling, okay, so that she won't move, and then the water has to be warm as well, not too cold because it will freak them out, not too hot because it's gonna burn their skin. So just a warm temperature, and then bring the water to the cat, right? But how you bring the water to the cat is also important. You don't pour water on her, that's gonna freak her out. So you just use your hands to slowly lather her with the water, and then after that with the shampoo. And at some point you know, your cat might want to push you, your cat might want to be out of that situation, but you really need to be a little bit tougher to actually hold on to the cat and to actually bathe. And then once that's done, you have to quickly get her dry, you know, use a towel to cover her up, because cats get cold, very very cold when they are wet. Best if you have a hair dryer, you can actually use the hair dryer to actually clean or fluff back their fur. That will really help them. Okay, so that is all for today's vlog. I hope it has been informative. I hope you have enjoyed today's vlog, insyaAllah. I hope that you have enjoyed it thus far. So yeah, let's just wrap up today's vlog, insyaAllah, with a reminder for you to syukur a little more, regret a little less, and love what you do, insyaAllah. Okay, so I really hope for you to join me in the subsequent vlogs. Thank you so much if you have subscribed. If you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment, do whatever that is good, insyaAllah. Okay, take care everyone, have a good one, and assalamualaikum.